Somewhere between a steel shipping container and a floor plan nobody expected, someone figured out that the shape alone could fix almost every problem that wrecks a big family's home life. Too many people, one bathroom, a teenager who needs noise, a grandparent who needs quiet, kids who need watching but also need to run loose, a parent trying to work from home in the middle of all of it. One shape handles every one of those at once, and the families who've built it say the same thing every time. They can't picture going back to a straight rectangle of containers. It's the U-shaped container home, and right now, it's becoming the design multi-generational families ask for by name. Today I'm showing you why, what it actually is, and what a rectangular container build can't do that this one can. Here's why this matters right now, not 5 years from now. According to the Harvard Joint Center for Housing Studies 2026 State of the Nation's Housing Report, the monthly payment on a median-priced home hit $3,100 in the fourth quarter of 2025, up from $1,700 in early 2020. That means you now need an income over $120,000 just to qualify. In 2020, it was $66,000. Your income didn't double. The math against you did. The National Association of Realtors confirms the median existing home price hit $408,800 in March 2026, the 33rd straight month of increases. And the Joint Center's own data shows the national price-to-income ratio climbed to 5 times the median household income in 2024. Back in the 1990s, that ratio was 3.2. Home ownership got twice as expensive relative to what you actually earn. Now here's the part that matters for today's video. NAR's 2025 Home Buyers and Sellers Generational Trends Report found that 17% of all homes purchased in 2024 were multi-generational, a record high, up from 14% the year before. And 36% of those buyers gave the same reason, cost savings, up from just 15% in 2015. Families aren't choosing to live together because they want to. They're doing the math. That's your situation, whether it's grandma moving in, your adult kid coming home, or 3 generations splitting one mortgage. A rectangle can't hold that. The U-shaped container home can, for a fraction of that $408,800 median. A U-shaped container home is built from steel shipping containers arranged into 2 wings connected by a central section, forming a U when you look down from above. The open side of the U wraps around a courtyard. That courtyard could be a play space, a garden, an outdoor kitchen, whatever your land calls for. Every major room faces that courtyard instead of facing the street. Here's the concern I know you have. You don't want a home that looks like a shipping container sitting in a field. Fair. But with the right cladding, standing seam roofing, and window placement, a finished container home reads like a modern farmhouse or a desert compound, not a cargo yard. Nobody driving by knows there's steel under that siding unless you tell them. Think of it like a bear hug. 2 arms wrapping around a shared space, holding everybody close but giving each arm room to breathe. That's a U-shaped container home in one sentence. I'm giving you 5 reasons families with kids, grandparents, or both are choosing this design over every other layout. Reason 3 is the one that changes your entire budget conversation. Stick with me. Reason 1, the courtyard solves the supervision problem. If you've got young kids, this reason alone justifies the design. In a standard container build, the yard sits behind the house, out of sight from the kitchen. You're either outside watching your kids or inside making dinner. You don't get both. In a U-shaped layout, the courtyard sits inside 3 walls of containers, visible from the kitchen module, the living module, and often the bedroom wing. No gate to leave open, no street access, no blind spot. And that supervision advantage doesn't cost you anything extra in permitting. Building permits for container homes average $1,380 according to Angie's 2026 pricing data. The same fee whether your layout gives you sightlines or not. Reason 1 is free. You're just building the shape smarter. Reason 2, separate container modules give everyone privacy. Every wing of a U-shaped build can be its own run of containers, structurally connected, but functionally closed off. Cutting openings for doors and windows between container units runs $5,000 to $15,000 for a multi-container home, according to Small Barndo's 2026 Container Cost Guide. Every cutout needs a welded steel frame to keep the structure sound. That cost buys you something real. The wing with the grandparents' suite doesn't share a wall with the wing where the teenager blasts music at midnight. You're not paying for privacy as a feature. You're paying for it in steel and welds, and it holds. Reason 3. The courtyard is space you're not paying container prices for. Here's the number that changes your budget. Container home construction runs $150 to $350 per square foot, according to both Home Guide and Angie's 2026 pricing breakdowns. That's your cost for every interior square foot you build. The courtyard in a U-shaped design doesn't get built as container space. It's open, roofed by sky, framed by 3 walls of steel you already paid for. You're not buying a 4th wall of container at $150 to $350 a foot to enclose that space. You're getting a shared outdoor room your family actually uses, without adding it to your per square foot container bill. Get quotes from a landscaper and a general contractor separately before you commit. Courtyard build-out costs vary too much by region for me to hand you one number and have it be honest. Reason 4. The shape fights the exact problem steel creates. Steel conducts heat fast. That's the honest weakness of any container home, U-shaped or not. Without proper insulation, container walls create what builders call thermal bridging, cold spots that lead to condensation, and condensation leads to rust and mold. Permit Container Homes' 2025 Insulation Guide found that a proper 3-layer strategy, a continuous thermal break, cavity insulation, and vapor control, cuts heating and cooling costs by 30 to 40% compared to an under-insulated container shell. Closed-cell spray foam runs R6 to R7 per inch. Now layer the U-shape on top of that. The courtyard acts as a ventilation corridor, pulling cooler air through one wing and pushing warm air out the other. When your windows and doors are placed to cross-ventilate, you're not fighting the steel, you're using the shape to help it. Reason 5. It grows instead of trapping you. Most families outgrow a rectangular container home in a decade because a straight run of containers has nowhere to go without tearing into the existing structure. A U-shaped wing is different. If your land allows it, you extend a wing by adding another container to the end of it, connecting to an existing structural run instead of disrupting the whole house. The nursery wing becomes a teenager's suite. The in-law suite becomes a home office when circumstances change. You're not rebuilding, you're extending an arm that was already designed to stretch. The honest side, because this channel gives you real information, not a sales pitch. Zoning and permits. Container homes face resistance in more places than a standard build. No state in the country bans them outright, but counties can and do. Beaufort County, South Carolina prohibits shipping containers as any dwelling or accessory structure. Period. According to the county's own zoning FAQ. Before you buy land, call the local building department and ask directly whether container structures are permitted for residential occupancy in your zone, not whether modular homes are, because the answer can be different. Corrosion and climate. A well-maintained container home lasts 25 to 50 years, built on Corten steel that forms its own protective rust layer. But that number depends on you. Multiple container builders' maintenance guides recommend repainting exposed steel roughly every 5 years and recoating protective systems every 8 to 15 years, depending on your climate. Coastal and high humidity regions cut that lifespan down if you skip maintenance. The action is simple. Inspect twice a year, treat rust spots the day you find them, and never let a small patch job become a full weld repair. Financing. Lenders still classify container homes as non-traditional construction, according to Connex West's 2026 financing breakdown. That limits you to personal loans, some construction to permanent loans through specialty lenders, and fewer conventional mortgage options than a stick-built home gets. Talk to a lender before you buy containers, not after, and ask specifically what documentation, engineered plans, permits, code compliance, they need to even consider the loan. Structural complexity. A U-shape means more container-to-container connections than a straight build. More cutouts, more welds, more of that $5,000 to $15,000 structural modification cost stacking up per wing. Budget for it up front in your quote, not as a surprise change order halfway through the build. Median home payment, $3,100 a month. Income needed, $120,000. That's the trap. The U-shape, 3 sides around a courtyard. Reason 1, sightlines that let you cook and watch your kids at once, for free. Reason 2, separate wings, real privacy, welded not wished for. Reason 3, a courtyard room you're not paying container prices to enclose. Reason 4, the shape fights the steel's biggest weakness. Reason 5, it grows when your family does. The trade-offs: zoning, corrosion, financing, complexity. Real, priced, manageable. This design was built for you. The family in Texas who wants land without the price tag. The couple in Denver who got priced out of every starter home. The parents in the Midwest who need space for 3 generations under one roof. Wherever you're watching from, this is the shape built for how your family actually lives. Drop your family setup in the comments right now. How many generations? How many kids? What your current layout is fighting you on. I'll tell you which wing configuration solves it for your specific situation. I read every comment and I respond to build questions personally.